Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match cast. This is Championship of Russia Group Stage 1, Group 1 match between myself and Ledjent of IG Clan. I'm playing as the Allens and he is the Elements, not Allens, Elements. So let's see how this one's going to play out. Allens against Elements. I would say that I'm favored in this matchup, but we will see how the match itself progresses. So let's see. My build, I have this Germanic Nobles General with Brace. Then I have, let's see, on the right flank 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, on the left 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, but 2 are Bronze 1, and on the right all are Vanilla. Now I do have 2 Elite Agathyrsi Warriors on each flank, and up in the center looks like 5 Germanic Archers supported by 2 Germanic Pikes. And that seems to be my build as the Allens. Now, for the Elements, that would be Ledjent. He has Germanic Nobles General with Warcry instead. Then he has 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, Bronze 1 on the left, 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, one of them is Bronze 1 on the right. Then we have 2 Bejeweled Nobles, looks like on each of the flanks. Supporting his General we have 2 Protectorus Defectors and a Bejeweled Noble. In the far back we see this Germanic Hurler, and all the way up front looks like 4 Germanic Archers. Now let's fast forward. Oh, I actually forgot to mention I have a Germanic Crossbowman, which could do a lot if I use it properly. But basically right now, as you can see, I have more Germanic Archers than he does. So I have a skirmish advantage in that regard. He does have this Hurler, which could be annoying for my crossbow unit, but it still should be okay, I think. Anyway, but let's actually see. So I'm moving up on my left flank here. I've got the Germanic Archers, I've got the skirmish superiority, and it looks like he's actually going to move up here. So I'm going to start focusing on some of the units, and now I'm targeting him, doing a lot of damage to his archers, more than he is to mine. Here I'm targeting as well 1 Germanic Archer against another. It looks like he is getting the better of the engagement though. I guess I should actually be using standard shot though. So it looks like I'm going to try and move up here into his hurlers if he doesn't react in time. Looks like he does though. But this doesn't mean that I can shoot him in the rear or prevent his unit from firing for some time. As you can see, this unit is falling rapidly. I'm still trying to send in my unit to scare his hurler here. And he continues to pull back, and he does actually get some shots off, which are quite annoying on my Noble Germanic Horseman. I've got my Ballistari here, but the thing about the Ballistari is, again, attack orders are very, very bad in this game, so they keep moving around and doing very weird things, which, yeah, as you can see here, they're not firing, so I just pulled them back. I hate how missiles work in this game, and like attack orders in general. But anyway, as you can see, I'm shooting almost like at the rear of this Germanic Archer, and it's falling very, very quickly, and it's basically down right now. I'm still targeting now this single Germanic Archer. It's going to go down fast, even though it's in loose formation. This Hurler as well, but I'm going to start losing a lot of my ammunition here. These 2 units are both going to rout off the field. He does have a skirmish advantage on my right flank though, and now as you can see I'm targeting him right now, and I'm still focusing onto these archers, and they refuse to die and shatter. So it looks like they came back again. I am hitting both of these units, and I think they're just going to shatter at this point. His hurler is out of ammo, but now I do have the Germanic Crossbowman here on the field. I've activated Precision Shot and Quick Reload, but I mean, hitting this Protectorus Defector is the worst thing that I could do. I am not really killing it. Looks like I'm going to target this unit, but again it's in shield wall, so it's a bad move by me. It looks like the engagement is going to start on my left flank, which is why I'm going to send in 1 cavalry unit over there. And this cavalry unit that I have makes it into all these 3 units, so it stops this Noble Germanic Horseman, does a lot of damage to both of these Bejeweled Nobles, and does allow my Elite Agathyrsi Warriors to come into this fight and do a lot. Now I'm going to push up my my Germanic Pikes and hope that they can hold against this Bejeweled Noble. Actually, looks like I'm going to target with my Crossbowman the flank of this Bejeweled Noble. This should actually be pretty effective if he does engage. This is basically the one unit that I can target right now with the Germanic Crossbowman. It would be very effective. Thing is though, it does have this Protectorus Defector coming around, but my Elite Agathyrsi crushing through his Bejeweled Nobles. Gonna get a nice cav charge here into his Projectoris Defectors. These guys are not gonna like it. I'm targeting his cav, but also doing friendly fire damage. Now I'm going to switch the target. Still targeting his Noble Germanic Horseman here, targeting this archer. Now gonna go for a nice rear charge off into this Bejeweled Noble. I mean, this Bejeweled Noble is definitely out of position here. It's fighting my pike unit here, and it's fighting Noble Germanic Horseman. Another rear charge into this unit should actually destroy it, I think. Because the second charge is gonna be much better, I think. I know, actually, these guys still hold very well, as you can see. Yeah, they are very nice, these Bejeweled Nobles, and they're actually under headhunt right now. That explains some things. But here on my left, I'm definitely winning, though. Bejeweled Nobles doing very well still. I'm targeting this Noble Germanic Horseman with, looks like this Germanic Crossbowman, and then some Germanic Archers with flaming shots, so the damage is real here. This unit is falling very, very quickly to the Crossbowman. It's starting to get the kills onto this Noble Germanic Horseman. But here, as you can see, this Bejeweled Noble is just so hard to kill, actually. I'm gonna push forward, though, with the Elite Agathyrsi here against this Noble Germanic Horseman. So this fight definitely gonna go in my favor. I've broken through his Bejeweled here. I'm sending around Noble Germanic Horseman. Still targeting this Noble Germanic Horseman and focusing with my crossbows onto this unit. But perhaps I should change my target soon. I'm gonna reposition some of the pikes here to see if I can hold out here, but my Elite Agathyrsi are just basically killing this Noble Germanic Horseman before his Bejeweled Nobles come in. Here I've routed off this Noble Germanic Horseman, and I'm going to round off this Projectoris Defector with Elite Agathyrsis. This is going to be a nice cav charge into his Bejeweled Nobles, going to do significant damage, I think, here. Yeah, it's dropping very, very quickly. It lost a lot of men here. Now these Elite Agathyrsi is going to be able to easily mop them up. Though I've lost here against this Bejeweled Noble. This Bejeweled Noble was so hard to actually kill, and it was insane. But my Elite Agathyrsi holding on here with the Noble Germanic Horseman. This engagement is going to be very, very good for me. Here it's basically the same thing. I'm holding him with Elite Agathyrsi and then shooting with crossbows. My crossbow's still on the field here. It hasn't gotten a lot of kills, but it's mostly cav, so that's important. I'm targeting this cav unit now with my Germanic Crossbowman and should be able to take down that whole unit with this volley, I think. Actually, no, it doesn't die, but oh well. So here my Elite Agathyrsi are going to engage this Projectoris Defectors, but he still has some units. He does have a lot of Bejeweled here. It looks like 3 Bejeweled, but they've taken a lot of damage, so it's not great for him. I've got my Noble Germanic Horseman into his general doing damage, and I've broken through on my left, as you can see here. Going to start repositioning my forces on my right flank, and here I'm still doing very well with these 2 units against his Bejeweled. The damage done is real. I've killed like 39 men, as you can see here, but doing a lot of friendly fire right now. Still killing some of his Bejeweled, which is nice, but he looks like he's going to try and get the rear charge off into this Elite Agathyrsi. And my Elite Agathyrsi made it into his Germanic Nobles, despite the fact that I don't have as many men. It's still going to kill his Nobles because the Germanic Nobles have a crappy bodyguard, so they're not going to do well. Here the Spike is just going to kill the remainder of these Bejeweled Nobles, it seems, in melee. And here I'm going to support with the Pike unit in this fight, not like it's really necessary though. And my Elite Agathyrsi, sooner or later they're going to mop up this general, so let's zoom in and get some close-ups of the action. Ho ho! Just so many decapitations here. It looks like both units are going to run away from each other. But yeah, that is game 1. So let's look at stats. As you can see, Elite Agathyrsi traded extremely well in this match for me, and the Crossbowman, very nice late game unit that I had. Germanic Horsemen not doing so well, and it's really hard for them to do a lot of damage against Bejeweled Nobles, even when rear charging, as they're so well armored and have so much health. But anyway, that is game 1, so I shall see you in game 2. Game 2 of the match. I'm playing as the Ostrogoths, and Ledjent is the Visigoths. So, let's see my build as soon as the game loads up. It's gonna be soon enough. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Going to put on slow motion. Go over my build. I have again the Ostrogoths with Germanic Nobles General Bronze 1 with a brace. Then I have, let's see, up front you can see that I have the usual 6 noble Germanic horsemen. In terms of skirmishers, I have up front these 5 Germanic archers, and in the back, surprise surprise, 2 Germanic crossbowmen this time around. So I noticed, okay, 1 worked well last time, let's bring 2 this time. Then I have, looks like 6 of these Gothic Warband. Yeah, 6 Gothic Warband. So my melee contingent is not so great in this battle. And I gave up the pikes as well for the Germanic crossbowmen. So this could bite me. The fact that I have that I've brought 2 crossbows. Yes, I have a huge skirmish potential with 5 Germanic archers and 2 crossbows. This is going to be massive. Now I'm activating a loose formation, changing my army around. But anyway, let's loose formation. Go over loose formation. Wow, slow-mo, and go over Ledjent's build as the Visigoths. He has Germanic nobles with war cry actually. Then for the rest of his army, we see, let's see, 2 of these noble Germanic horsemen on the left with a Gothic Lancer. On the right, we have 2 noble Germanic horsemen and a Gothic Lancer. Interesting choice to bring the Gothic Lancer instead of another noble Germanic horseman. But anyway, up front, we see a lot of these Germanic archers. I believe it is 5 of them, indeed. Then we see 3 Gothic Palatino defectors. I guess they're there just to absorb volleys. As for the rest of his melee contingent, let's see, in the back, looks like Thracian Oathsworn and a Gothic Warband on the left. Supporting his general, we have these, again, another Gothic Warband and a Thracian Oathsworn. So let's see how this match is going to progress. My crossbows need to be much faster, though, in getting into the fight. But as you can see, already targeting with my Germanic archers, focusing some of his units, and not actually doing damage to the Gothic Palatina, actually. But because they're being targeted. I mean, I'm not targeting them. Looks like I am, which is a massive mistake by me. Targeting this unit is really bad. So now it looks like I am. I did notice that we're in Testudo, so I'm not targeting them. It's actually not easy to see if they're in Testudo or not from zoomed out. But as you can see, I have to be really careful about my left flank. I could just be dominated there. But I am killing off his Germanic archers, which makes me really happy about my situation overall. However, my crossbowmen over here need to be ready to shoot at his units. Because if I get really good shots off into his noble Germanic horsemen here, this flank is one for me for sure. But yeah, with 3 Gothic Warband against the Gothic Warband and a Thracian Oathsworn, it's going to be difficult against this Thracian Oathsworn. But we'll see. I mean, I do have 3 against 2 units, so if I use advantage in numbers effectively, this could be good. So here, I'm actually wasting some shots off by focusing this archer. And now he's targeting me here too. I'm supporting my crossbows very closely with noble Germanic horsemen, which is a mistake because this means these units are going to get focused as well. As you can see, he has a lot of units here which are doing nothing. I'm just moving to my left. And here I'm making a mistake. I'm not targeting properly. I'm going to have to pull back my crossbows. I guess I do get a decent charge off, but here I stop. This is a massive mistake by me here. I make a lot of mistakes here. But this Gothic Lancer is going to die. That is for sure. It's going to die very quickly here. But I'm going to disengage 1 noble Germanic horseman, then I'm going to go into this noble Germanic horseman. But a lot of friendly fire by me actually. And now I'm going to have to engage here, and I'm going to move up my Gothic Warband with rapid advance. He has this Gothic Warband here, and now he has 2 Gothic Warband and a Thracian Oathsworn. So that flank is going to go to him. I need to send these units forward and through the gap, and I am right now, but this noble Germanic horseman, as you can see, already dead to the Gothic Warband. So this engagement over here not going great for me. I'm going to get a really good charge off, well, not the best charge off actually, into this Gothic Warband, but still going to do some damage to it off the charge. More Gothic Warband over here pouring in, but here comes this Thracian Oathsworn, something that I really don't like that he sent in there. Though the Gothic Warband here doing really well against mine, these Gothic Warband and Thracian Oathsworn is going to just do so well here. I'm going to stop his charge with Gothic Lancers and then going to turn around with my noble Germanic Horsemen, engage them also with this Gothic Warband. This is a good engagement for me. Here it looks like I'm going to try and get into his Gothic Palatina defectors, but he notices and sends in a Noble Germanic Horseman. My left flank, as you can see here, is going down very quickly. This Gothic Warband has no chance in the fray. I'm going to have to send in my Germanic Nobles right now. I'm going to have to use Brace as well. This Gothic Warband is beating my Gothic Warband. My Noble Germanic here doing well, but I have not been able to engage my Noble Germanic Horseman here and rear charge him, unfortunately for me. Yes, I've got the crossbows still left on the field. I'm targeting his cav there. And I mean, these guys are not actually, looks like they don't really have a lot of kills, which is really bad for me. But here I'm going to disengage from this Gothic Palatina defector. It's going to die very nicely. I'm starting to target his cav, but I need to target this cav unit actually because it's free. My Germanic Nobles here pushing very well. It looks like I'm going to get a nice cav charge off into his Thracian Oathsworn here with a follow-up from Gothic Warband. So it's not going to be too bad for me, but this charge is going to be massive. I'm going to have to stop this unit with all my units, and there's a lot of friendly fire going on by me here actually. But I'm going to be able to move in with Gothic Warband. However, as you can see, the Thracian Oathsworn is insane. It's still holding out against these two units. My Germanic Noble going to be able to push through against this Gothic Warband. I'm slowly but surely killing off this Noble Germanic Horseman, but these Gothic Warband going to go down to the Thracian Oathsworn though. I'm focusing his Noble Germanic Horsemen here, which are breaking through, and I'm going to have to kill them, but that's basically what I want to do in this game. Just kill his cav, and then I can skirmish very nicely. Thing is though, he still has some Germanic archers. I am targeting down this horseman here very nicely. As you can see, it's going down rapidly. And I'm targeting this one here too. The thing is, he's got this Noble Germanic Horseman here, which could do a lot of work. I need to send in more units. This one has not routed. My general here is fighting and is going to kill the Thracian Oathsworn there just because it's so small. Looks like this unit with 4 men left made it into the crossbow unit and is not really allowing me to fire right now. So this unit was wavering, but it's not anymore with 16 men left. I get some really nice shots off into it though. As you can see, doing a lot of damage. Now the Gothic Warband should be able to rout them off the field. I'm engaging this unit with Gothic Warband and another cav unit, so it should be able to hold it down for long enough. This Noble Germanic Horseman and Gothic Palatina defector are pushing through and not allowing me to do my job here. My Germanic Nobles here still haven't been able to kill off this Thracian Oathsworn with 4 men left. Unfortunately for me, so I have to stay there and I have to take the Thracian Oathsworn charge in the rear, which means my general is dead soon. I am, however, activating both precision shot and quick reload, so this Noble Germanic Horseman is going to go down, but now this means my crossbow is going to get focused by all these archers. And it's not looking great at all for me. I'm killing basically all his cav is dead at this point, which, I mean, I have succeeded in that, but my crossbows right now will not be able to do anything. And as you can see, he doesn't have a lot of ammo left on his units, but the thing is, my units are all chain routing, and he does have some Gothic Palatina left. I mean, I could have focused this side with the crossbows, routed off the field, and maybe had a chance, but as you can see, the chain route happened, and I just couldn't do anything against that. He still has some Gothic Palatina, but I think it was actually possibly winnable at the end over there. Because his archers wouldn't have had enough ammo to kill my crossbows, I think. But it still would have been hard for me. Anyway, that is game 2. Looks like the series is 1-1, so I shall see you in game number 3. Game 3 of the match against the Ledjent, and in here I'm playing as... Well, in this game I'm playing as the Visigoths, and Ledjent is the Vandals. We will see. We will see indeed. How this one is going to play out, but definitely an interesting matchup and pretty balanced, I would say. Visigoths against the Vandals, anyone can win here. But anyway, let's look at the composition. So my build is here as the Visigoths. I have Germanic Nobles with Brace. Then I have, looks like 6 Noble Germanic Horsemen. I believe 5 of them are Bronze 2 and 1 is Bronze 1. I do have, it seems, 6 Gothic Warband, all Bronze 1. Up front I have a lot of Germanic archers. As you can see, I have 6 Germanic archers and a Germanic crossbowman in the far back. As for my opponent Ledjent, he has the Vandals, and as a general we see the Germanic Nobles with not Brace but Warcry. And then he has, looks like, 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen with the Royal Suebi Cav on his left, 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen with the Royal Suebi Cav on his right. Then in terms of skirmishers, we see up front 4 of these Germanic archers, and behind them 2 Germanic hurlers, so a pretty potent skirmish contingent for sure. On the left we have 3 Vandal Berserkers, on the right we have 3 Vandal Berserkers, so basically this is it's a symmetrical composition for him. But I do have, let's see what kind of advantages do I have. I have a skirmish advantage, and the cav is pretty much equal, but I still prefer Noble Germanics over Royal Suebi. I don't trust Royal Suebi cavalry. But yeah, I have a skirmish advantage, a cav advantage, but in infantry he kind of destroys me because Vandal Berserkers will defeat Gothic Warband. I just have to get the proper charges off. That's the main thing in this game. So as you can see here, already using precision shot, targeting his Germanic archers here, 3 against 1. This is a good trade for me. Then I'm going to do a similar thing here. Going to target 2 of them onto this unit, but this is a kind of a problem for me as one of the units is kind of oddly doing odd things here. They're kind of in each other, so they're preventing each other from firing properly, but here he does the same mistake, it seems. One of his Germanic hurlers is doing that weird thing. I'm also targeting the hurler right now, but I'm gonna switch back to target to archer. And here I'm targeting different units. If I target this one, I know I'll hit the Noble Germanic Horseman, so that's what I'm doing. Here he's moving his hurler up ahead, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna push his hurlers back with 2 cav units. And that should be okay for me. It's gonna go back, and now as you can see I'm also targeting his cav, which is good for me right now, doing quite a bit of damage to it. There were some rear shots into his Noble Germanic Horseman doing enough damage. Also here this cav unit is a little bit far forward. I actually should have put my cav maybe here and then gone from the flanks into the hurlers, but oh well. As you can see I'm gonna push up again, push his skirmishers back, then gonna pull back my Noble Germanic Horseman. Kind of went a bit too far though, so now his hurlers might actually get some good shots off onto my Noble Germanic Horseman. Doesn't look like that's the case though. It didn't really get shot, and now the flaming shot onto the rear of his Royal Suebi cavalry, doing a lot of damage. As you can see here, I have a unit prepared in case he's gonna charge me with this unit. So here I'm gonna pull back and hope that my Germanic crossmen actually fire. Looks like they do, so that's a pretty good volley, but also hit some of my men. I think I get the charge order and he does not. Here I'm still targeting his Royal Suebi cavalry and hitting it in the rear, so I'm really happy about this trade here. I've already killed one of those guys, but here comes the engagement. I'm sending cavalry around. I'm gonna be able to stop this unit, and then I'm gonna send in an extra cavalry unit, which he is not actually responding to. I have 3 cav here. He has 3 cav there. I have 2 cav here, which I'm sending around. So this is potentially going to be a really good move for me. However, my infantry support is a little bit lacking behind. But again, he's responding way too late with his left flank. This allows me to get a flanking charge off onto his Vandal Berserkers, and this is going to do a lot of damage, as is the flaming shot from his archers. It's actually quite massive here. So I'm going to disengage here. Looks like, I mean, the engagement over here is going pretty good for me, as I've chipped a little bit of his Vandal Berserkers. Now here comes my infantry, Gothic Warband, and now a nice infantry, a cav charge into the rear of his Vandal Berserkers. Vandal Berserkers cannot stand up to rear charges, by the way. So I'm going to stop some of his cav with some of my cav, and then I have a free cav unit here. These units just broke through here because the Vandal Berserkers, I mean, they can't do anything in that engagement. Now the Royal Suebi cav, as you can see, I'm focusing it again and again with flaming shot, and just look at how quickly he's gonna start falling. Actually, none of them die, but oh well, as you can see, still focusing it, still shooting it with flaming shot, and now it's starting to die quicker and quicker. It's actually stopped over here, not really doing anything. Looks like it did get stuck, and now I'm gonna be able to get some, kind of like some flanking shots, which is nice for me. But on the left flank, as you can see, breaking through again with more of my Gothic Warband. Gothic Warband are pretty sturdy units, actually. I quite like them. It's just the thing about them is that they don't have great morale. That's one of their problems. But other than that, they are quite sturdy units, and I like them as units. Pretty cost effective. And here, as you can see, I broke through on my left with my general, and is going to save the crossbow unit from the Royal Suebi cavalry. Then I've killed this Royal Suebi cavalry, only getting 23 kills, so that's a waste of a Royal Suebi cavalry for him. Basically, I've killed it off the field. I guess I'm gonna start focusing this one too. And this Royal Suevi Cavalry is... it's the same one, I guess, and it's just going to die. I'm gonna push more Gothic Warband into the fray here to go against his Vandal Berserkers. But here, as you can see, his Vandal Berserkers going to go down here. Same thing over here. I've got the flank in my favor. This Noble Germanic Horseman going to rout soon, though. Here, I'm actually going to go for a rear charge with the Germanic Nobles, and normally this is risky, but it is in this engagement, I think it's okay. Because I'm not going to lose my general there. I'm going to get another cap charge here into the Vandal Berserkers, which is fairly important. Not the best angle, but I have to, otherwise the archers would have killed me before I flanked around. Still got some my Gothic Warband pushing forward, but it's actually targeting very well and doing a lot of damage to the Gothic Warband there. But my units here are just going to be able to destroy his Vandal Berserkers. Even my general's starting to get some important kills against the Vandal Berserkers here. And my general's starting to drop in numbers, but just barely, and getting a lot of kills against the Berserkers, so that's perfect for me. Now I'm going to get some of my Gothic Warband here into the fray. He's stopping them with a Germanic Hurler. This is a good move by him, but it's not going to matter. Here I'm targeting some of his Germanic Archers. He's losing this Vandal Berserker here in melee against two of my Gothic Warband. My Gothic Warband here doing weird things, but it is going to be able to rout this Germanic Hurler. I'm sending in this Noble Germanic Horseman. Looks like it is going to make it into his Hurlers, but I mean, he still has ammo left on his archers, but I still have more archers than him, and this should be game any time now. He still has some units left though, and let's see his Germanic Nobles here. They're still hanging in there. I guess they still want to actually fight.
This is a shameful display.
And I don't know what they want to do here. That's true. Yeah, give up now and spare yourselves. That's what you should do. Makes total sense. But they're not doing it. Looks like his units are not actually routing right now. He still has his general here, which is going to engage against my Gothic Warband, and he might kill off my Gothic Warband before his general routes. We'll see. Definitely looks like the game's going to take longer. His Germanic Nobles here, looks like it is going to kill off my Gothic Warband fairly effectively here, as you can see. Gothic Warband is routed off the field. And now the Germanic Nobles has extra morale after winning that engagement. But now here comes another Gothic Warband, and this is going to be it for the general, I think. Even heavy shot. Now, as you can see, the Gothic Warband coming in here, and they're going to destroy this Germanic Noble for sure. Even though I have not as many Gothic Warbands, they're still going to trade very well against these Germanic Nobles. As you can see, his general routes off the field. Gothic Warband chasing it right now. And they're going to kill... Ooh. Wow. Ooh, he lost his leg. That guy lost his leg. Ouch. Anyway, that seems to be the game, so let's just fast forward because his units just keep coming back. And I mean, at this point, it's just... given that he doesn't really have much left. I mean, I have my archers left, but I don't have a lot of infantry left on the field, so this is still pretty close. And that is game. Let's look at statistics. Crossbow actually got a decent amount of kills. Gothic Warband this game just did so well for me, though. The Noble Germanic Horsemen did okay, and the Germanic Nobles actually traded very efficiently for me this game. As for his Vandal Berserkers, as you can see, I neutralized all of them. His Royal Suevi Cavalry was wasted because I just killed them with archers. And that was it. Looks like I win 2-1 in this match, so I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment or subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.